Hi guys, it's Mango here, and welcome back to another episode of Mango Mondays. And I know I promised you guys last week that today I would have some full gameplay commentary of my Black Ops, but unfortunately, the guy who was going to help me record the gameplay, Will Ocean Games, his laptop was broken and we weren't able to get the gameplay off, so we'll have to leave that till next week, and we'll get the gameplay and I'll do the commentary, because I know you guys have been waiting for that, but we're just going to have to wait there. And today I got some Happy Wheels in the background, but the gameplay is not what is important. What's important is that the commentary. I want to talk today about some news I've heard about Black Ops 2, and I'm hoping to inform you guys on the game. And after hearing this news, I've become even more excited about Black Ops 2 because it sounds like such a great game, because they've made a lot of little changes. They haven't made changes to the gaming engine and the way the game is played. That's all quite similar. But there's little changes that seem to have made the game better. And the first change that I want to talk about is some of the perks have been altered slightly. We've still got all our favourite perks, but a few of the perks have been tweaked a bit. One, for example, that really stands out to me as a really good change is the Ghost perk. And the Ghost perk was the perk that made you invisible to enemy UAVs. And they've changed that so that if you're not moving, then you will still be visible on the UAV despite having a Ghost, which is something that will stop campers, and that's something that I'm really happy about. So there's lots of little changes to perks there, which all are for the better of the game. And then the next point is the new create a class system, which is being called Pick 10. Basically, you get 10 points, and each piece of equipment that you want to add to your create a class costs 10 points. So, costs 1 point, sorry, and you can only have a total of 10 points. So, to put a primary weapon in, you have to spend a point. To put a secondary weapon in, you have to spend a point, and perks, etc. So, if you feel like you want to have 2 flashbangs instead of a secondary weapon, you can spend your point on a flashbang, having the second flashbang instead of having a secondary weapon. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm not saying that's what you have to do. That's the great thing about this Pick 10 system. It just gives you so much flexibility, and you create a class, and it makes it so much easier to create your tactics for the game. So I like the look of that. And then another thing in the create class is the addition of wildcards. Wildcards are basically like they're kind of like a perk but better, in my opinion. And they also cost a point in the Pick 10 system. And what these wildcards do, they create an added bonus on top of your perks. For example, one of the wildcards is called Gunfighter, and Gunfighter, what it does, it gives you 3 attachments on your prime weapon. So you could see how important that would be to the game. And there's others, such as you can have a primary weapon as a secondary. So all that good stuff can help you out and just help you improve in the game by giving you that bit of flexibility, that additional I don't know, backup when you're out there. So that's all good. And the next thing to note is that there will be no COD points as there was in Black Ops 1. Instead, they have an unlock point system. Every time you rank up, you earn an unlock point, and you can spend that unlock point on a gun, on equipment, on a perk, on a wildcard, whatever you want. So that gives you even more flexibility. But I think that different guns and equipment are unlocked as you rank up, so maybe at the start you can only use your unlocks on certain equipment until you level up a bit. And then the kill streaks, or point streaks as they are in this game, are another thing. You can earn point streaks through lethal or defensive methods. So that means you can do it by getting kills or by capturing, or whatever the objective may be in the game. But I think objectives pay a lot more points than kills, so that makes it even more better for the team player in Black Ops 2. So the developers are getting more friendly towards team playing and stopping people from just being completely focused on kills. And then the kill streaks themselves. There's a lot of good kill streaks, such as one that stood out to me is the Goliath, which is like a radar dish, and this radar dish emits microwaves which like they burn the enemy, and the enemy like slows down and will eventually die. So it's kind of like Nova Gas, but it's a radar that has a lot bigger range, and it can be placed wherever you want. So you can place it in a corridor where the enemy may try and flank, so that once they try and flank, they'll be left vulnerable, and you might even get a kill for it. And then another thing about the kill streaks can be player controlled or AI controlled. So you can have the AI control your chopper gunner while you're walking around while you're still running around the map, so that gives you extra benefit that you can get kills on the ground and at the air at the same time. But the only problem is that you might not want to rely on the AI, because obviously an AI is not going to be as efficient as a player. Final thing that I got to talk about is that in addition to regular matchmaking where you just find a normal game, you can also find the game through League Play, where it's ladder based and it ranks you in terms of your ratio and score and other things like that to find other players who are ranked similarly to you, so that for lower ranked players they can, instead of playing against top ranked players, they can play against people of their own standards, so that it makes it easier for them, because no one likes just spawning then dying and spawning and dying for a game, because obviously that's not going to be fun for anyone. And that's all the news I've heard, and I hope you guys are excited as me for Black Ops 2, because it's going to be great. I know it's a long time away, but I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I'll see you on the next Mango Mondays, where I'll have my Black Ops 4 gameplay, and I hope you can keep enjoying the channel and keep supporting us, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.